Imagine how important it is for an NHL arena to keep track of all of their tools and equipment. Hi, I'm Brady McCauley from Fastenal, and we are here to help the Tampa Bay Lightning go from clipboards and sign-out sheets to our state-of-the-art vending solutions. The machine should be here any minute now, so let's go ahead and get to work. How's it going, guys?
Good. Hey, Brady.
Hey, Bob.
Good to see you. How's it going?
It's going well. How are you?
Excellent. I just wanted to introduce you to Jason, the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Jason, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure. So how'd the install go today?
Everything went very well. The customer did a very good job of getting set up, so a big thank you to Vinnick Sports Group and the Tampa Bay Lightning. I'm going to go over to the Carpenter shop, make sure things are continuing to roll over there. You guys have a good time testing out the system over here.
Sounds good, Brady.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Thank you. It was a pleasure to meet you.
All right. I want to talk to you about what you've got going on in here.
I'm excited. I'm excited to finally have a system that we have a little bit more asset management.
Yeah. So you talk about the asset management. That's what a big part of this is, that you guys had chosen out of the services that we have available. So with the asset management, it sounds exactly what it is.
Yes.
So you have tools that go out into use, and so many times, you don't know who has it, how long it's been gone, and this allows you to see what mechanic, service person has grabbed it, when they last had it out, and when they put it back. So if it's missing, you can go into the system, look it up, and say, hey, John has this tool, and does he still have it? Where is it?
This is exactly what we needed, because it does have some frustrations when you just truly don't know who has your tools, and if they've actually come back. So this is really nice to be able to know, box number 13, is that tool back, and who has it?
Right. The other part of this is nice is that here in the maintenance department, you have another department with this system set up that we'll go look at in a little bit. But the people in your maintenance department are the only ones that would have access to this and these tools if that's how you want it set up. Similarly, at the next department, the carpenters will be the only ones to be able to access those tools, so that they're not swapping departments without someone's knowledge. And then when it comes to actual product dispensing, actual consumption items that you're using, we have the scaled lockers down here. And what this will do is it'll tell you how many items are in each of these units. It'll also share with us, your supplier. So what that means is, as you get down to a minimum level, we see that before you're out, and you're not having a technician come up and say, hey, I'm out of tape, or I need some silicone, and nobody knew. So we come in before it runs out and we replenish it.
All right, Bob, so I do have one question that is a little bit different. If I had like a tool bag and probably, I had 4 wrenches in it, so it has a certain weight, can I use one of these lockers for that?
You can. The scaled lockers are typically used for dispensing consumable items so that we can replenish as needed. But if you want to use it for asset management like you're describing, to see that a tool is missing, it gets a little tricky if that tool bag has some consumable items in it that may change the weight. But if it's specifically tools and you want to know that that is the only items, those are the only items that are in there, sure, we can use that, and it'll let you know, hey, something was put back with less weight, therefore probably a tool missing.
Because missing tools, it starts to add up, and that's where talking about power tools, everybody loves power tools, and unfortunately they can go missing, and so that's where now having the opportunity to truly hold somebody accountable for it, because we know exactly who has it at what time and if they put it back or not.
Absolutely. So with respect to that, we can even set it up so that if that tool is not replaced at the end of someone's shift. Let's say they're done at 4 o'clock and at 3:30 they haven't put it back yet, it can alert their supervisor that, hey, that tool has not been put back yet before they leave the campus, so you can be sure that, hey, make sure those tools are put back.
We will set that alert.
All right, great, great. Additionally, you can utilize this for any items that might have calibration. So if you have a tool that needs to be calibrated every 6 months or every 10 uses, this will alert you or us that that tool is near the end of life for the service before needing calibration, so that you can never be without service. It'll come in, get calibrated, and then put back in there.
I think we made the right choice.
Yeah, that sounds like it. I'm glad you feel that way. Yeah.
Very exciting.
Yeah,
We're looking forward to it with our team, be able to train them on this and know that they're going to put our tools back.
You know, it's funny you bring up training. Training is something that we feel is important, but it's also, we want to make sure it's simple. We want to make sure that your employees don't have to go through a long litany of trainings. If they can buy a Snickers bar from a candy machine, they can use this. Now, you can add layers of information that would add one layer of complexity for them. Like if you have a job specific that you have a GL code, you want to track what your usage is, whether it be in the consumables or how long the tools are out, what damages are being done. You can have them add that layer of information in a GL code, a job number, whatever, and then you can get that reporting. So that if that job comes back next year, you know, you have a concert venue or some kind of monster jam, that they're allowed to say, hey, we spent this amount of money on tape or whatever. You can better prepare for that project.
That's legit. That is great, because I know we'll definitely use that.
Good to hear.
Absolutely.
But at this point, let's head on over to the Carpenter shop and talk about what's going on over there.
Sounds great. Thank you so
All right,
much.
let's go. All right, Jason. So here's your engineering shop.
It is indeed.
Similar setup, much like the other location, only this has only two lockers. These are not the scaled lockers, so this is going to be for asset management. It can be used for dispensing products without the scale, but you're primarily going to use this for asset management as your department had asked for.
Absolutely. We have a whole shelf of boxes that we can be able to start securing and knowing they won't walk off.
Right, right, and that'll free up some other space in this room and give it a little more shine. You know, it won't look as cluttered, and you'll be able to find things, always having its own location for that same tool. So these lockers can be used for just about any tool you can imagine, as long as it fits in there. Like we saw walking around here, there's different types of projects that are toolboxes that are named for that type of a project. That would be a perfect fit for in here. They put it in here, they know the next time they have that project to do, whether it's carpet or whatever that project is titled, they know exactly where that toolbox is.
I'm not a carpenter, but can I still get into that box?
That depends on how you guys want to set that up. So if you have the engineering department set up that only the people in the engineering department can get to that, then yes, you'd be locked out if you're not in that engineering carpenter department. But you can also set it up for individuals to get at certain individual items. So even though you're not in the engineering carpentry department, but there's an item in here we want you to have access to, you can set up that one item to give you access to that. So if you have an idea of what you want in here, who you want to limit it to, who you want to give access to, you know, how long of a timeline you want, reporting, we can customize it for you. And not beyond that, just us customizing it, you have the ability to go in and look at the software and create your own reports and create your own limitations and restrictions that you may want.
And that's where the wheels are turning with me, all the things we can customize and make it truly our own. I'm really looking forward to this for our department and to be able to protect our assets.
Is there anything else I can talk about?
We're just so excited about this whole system. We can't wait to get our team trained.
Great, yeah.
So let's head on out. I got a surprise for you.
Oh, okay, sounds good.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Oh, look at that.
What do you think?
That is cool. Oh, the Jumbotron too. So now Fastenal is the new team of Tampa Bay. Is that what it is?
Yes,
all right.
it is.
What a great partnership. Thank you. Wow. Very cool. So what do you think of what we've shown you today from the vending program?
We're so appreciative of everything that you've put together. We can't wait to get it started with all our team, and just with all those options you've already thrown at us, we know we're going to find some more. Can't wait for this partnership.
Yeah, well, I really appreciate seeing this, and again, I really appreciate the partnership. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Looking forward to working with you.